Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is MAT112 binti Anwar. My student ID is 2025155823.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Emilia Farisha binti Harun and my student ID is 2025103515.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatini Damia binti Ardali. My student ID is 2025514693.
What is compound interest? Compound interest is based on the principal amount which change time to time. Interest earned is compounded into principal and earns interest thereafter. Basically, your money earns money and that money earns more. It is compounded in variety of frequencies such as monthly, semi-annually, annually, and quarterly.
So, before we're going to answer the question, of course, we need to know the formula in chapter 3. So, this is the formula. I know that you must be wondering, what's the initial stand for? How to use the formula? Okay, so the S is for total amount, P is for principal in RM, principal is the original value, and I is predict interest rate in percent, M is for frequency. What is frequency? Frequency is how many times that money has been compounded. K is for nominal rate, and also last but not least is T. T is the interest period in years. So the first question is calculate the total amount Harriet will have at the end of 5 years. We're going to have two working steps. For the first one, we're going to find the total amount for 2 years only. So we have P 25,000, K is 7%, M is 6, and T is 2. And then we're going to substitute all this information into a formula, and our equation is going to be S equal 24,000 bracket 1 plus 0.07 over 6 plus bracket the power of 6 bracket 2 plus bracket, and our answer is going to be 28,753 and 55 cents. For the second step, we're going to find another 3 years. Our P going to be 28,733 and 55 cents. Why? Because Harriet wants to reinvest the money he has accumulated into another account. So our K going to be 6.5%, M3 and T3. And then we're going to substitute all this information into the same formula. So our equation going to be S equal 28,733 and 55 cents bracket 1 plus 0.065 over 3 plus bracket the power of 3 bracket 3 plus bracket. Our final answer is 34,847 and 55 cents.
Question 2. Miss Damia takes a loan of 120,000 ringgit from a finance company to be repaid after a certain time. She has been given two options. Option 1, interest rate of 4% per annum compounded annually. Option 2, interest rate of 3.9% per annum compounded half yearly. She plans to repay the loan after 4 years. A. Calculate the total amount Miss Damia must repay under option 1 and option 2 after 4 years. So here we know that the question is asking about finding an S. First, we need to list all the main points that we got from the question and substitute into the formula. So S equal to 120,000 in bracket 1 plus 0.04 divided by 1 to the power of 1 multiplied by 4. So S for option 1 is RM 140,383.03 cents. Option 2, the same as the option 1. So S equal to 120,000 in bracket 1 plus 0.039 divided by 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 4. So S for option 2 is RM 140,048.17 cents. B. Calculate the total interest paid under each option separately. So the question is asking about finding an interest. S we got from the answer question A, and P is from the question, and substitute into the formula. So I equal to 140,383.03 minus 120,000. I for option 1 is RM 30,383.03 cents. Option 2 is the same as the option 1. I equal to 140,048.70 minus 120,000. So I for option 2 is RM 20,048.17 cents. See by how much is one option more economical than the other. Show the difference clearly. So to show the difference clearly, I'll use the interest at option 1 and interest option 2. So 2,383.03 minus 2,048.70. The total is RM 334.33 cents. Option 2 is more economical by RM 334.33 cents compared to option 1. D. If Miss Damia chooses option 2 but repays the loan after 3 years instead of 4, calculate the amount she would repay. So the question is asking about S. We need to find S. We first we need to list all the main point that we got from the question and substitute into the formula. So S equal to 120,000 in bracket 1 plus 0.039 divided by 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 3. So S is RM 134,742.51 cents.
So we will go through to the chapter 4 of business mathematics, which is annuity. The definition of annuity is a series of equal payments made at equal intervals time. Annuity can be categorized into types such as ordinary annuity and annuity due. An ordinary annuity is an annuity where payments are made at the end of each interval. And second is an annuity due, where payments are made at the start of each period. An example of an annuity is a shop rentals, insurance policy premiums, loan payments, and others.
In chapter 4, we have two formulas. The first one is accumulated value of annuity. This is the formula. You must be wondering, what is the initial stand for? How to use it? Okay, so the R stand for total amount, R stand for predict payment in ringgit Malaysia, R stand for predict interest rate in percent, and the last one N stand for term of investment. For the second formula, discounted value of annuity. This is the formula. As you can see, A stand for present value in ringgit Malaysia, R stand for predict interest rate in percent, R stand for predict payment in ringgit Malaysia, and the last one N stand for term of investment.
This is case study 2, part B, question 1. Sarah opened a saving account for her son's education fund since he was 3 years old. The account pays 3.5% compounded monthly. Every month, she would deposit 150 into the account until her son reached 7 years old. Find the amount in the account when Sarah's son is 17 years old. So now we need to find S. So in this question, we need to use formula of annuity, which is S equal R in bracket 1 plus K over M to the power of MT minus 1 over K over M. So S equal R, which is 150 in the bracket 1 plus 0.035 over 12 to the power of 12 multiply 14 minus 1 over 0.035 over 12. So the last answer is 32,459 ringgit 27 cents is the amount in the account when Sarah's son is 70 years old. Next is question 1B. Calculate the amount of interest when Sarah's son is 20 years old if they never withdraw any money from the account. In this question, we need to use two of formula, which is formula annuity and formula compound. We start with formula annuity. S equal R in the bracket 1 plus K over M to the power of MT minus 1 over K over M. So S equal R, which is 150 in the bracket 1 plus 0.035 over 12 to the power of 12 multiply 17 minus 1 over 0.035 over 12 in the bracket. So the answer we got is 41,732 ringgit 31 cent. Next, we use formula of compound, which is S equal P in the bracket 1 plus K over M to the power of MT. So S equal 41,732 ringgit 31 cents in the bracket 1 plus 0.035 over 12 to the power of 12 multiply 3. So the answer is 46,345 ringgit 44 cents. So since the question need the amount of interest, so we need to use formula of interest. Formula of interest is S minus M multiply T multiply R. So S is 46,345 ringgit 44 cents minus 12 multiply 17 multiply 150. So the last answer we got 50,745 ringgit 44 cents.
Okay, so for question 2A, find the amount of his monthly installment. We know that Mr. Wang already paid 20% as a down payment. So the working start for down payment is 20 over 100 times 131,250. We will get 26,250. And now we need to know the balance after we deduct with the down payment. So 131,250 minus 26,250, we will get the answer 105,000. So the 105,000 is the amount that we need to pay in 8 years. And now how much the monthly installment? So we're going to use the formula A equal R, bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus K over M, close bracket, negative MT over K over M. Okay, substitute all the information we get into the formula. So A is 105,000, R is missing, R is what we need to find, and then bracket 1 minus, and then bracket 1 plus 0.045 over 12, and then close bracket, negative 12, bracket 96 over 12, bracket, and then divided by 0.045 over 12. And then we get the final answer, which is 1,304.44 ringgit. This is the amount that Mr. Wong need to pay monthly. Okay, question 2B. Right after making his monthly payment at the end of 6 years, Mr. Wong decided to discharge the remaining debt by making a single payment. How much must he pay to settle the loan? So we're going to use the formula A equal R bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus K over M close bracket negative MT and then divided by K over M. And then we're going to substitute the information into an equation. So A equal 1,304 and 44 cents bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.045 over 12 close bracket the power of negative 12 bracket 24 over 12 and then close bracket divided by 0.045 over 12 and then we get the final answer is 29,885 and 58 cents.
Okay, do you guys get it now?
That's all from us.
Thank you for watching.